Bugs abound both literally and figuratively in Starship Troopers Extermination, a 16-person objective-based horde shooter that pits you, the outgunned, outmanned, outnumbered, outplanned United Citizen Federation against the unending Arachnid Empire. Releasing into early access on May 17th, ST Extermination successfully captures the 1997 cult classic film's sense of overwhelming. Really, there were moments during each of the dozens of roughly 20-minute missions I played where I felt gleeful despair at how innumerable my long-legged foes were and how impossible our odds seemed. But are these frequent moments of frantic joy worth the occasional moments of agonizing exasperation when ST Extermination's bugs get a little too creative in the ways they're trying to kill you? Let's pop ST under the MTM to find out. That's Mega the Microscope, by the way. So, kind of my thing, I guess. First and foremost, the story. Just kidding. We're here to kill bugs, and you don't need a plot for that. What you do need are guns, lots of guns, and 3 classes, each with a special ability. Hunters have jetpacks that come in handy when you'd rather fly than die.
Oh shit, no! Oh shit!
Bastions have a comically short deployable circle shield that bugs, God bless them, are too stupid to step over. And operators have a little med bot that'll heal up all your bleeding buddies. And trust me, between the stabbing bugs, the bullet bugs, and the Big Bertha bugs, you'll bleed a lot. Together, your team of 16 will actually split up immediately into smaller squads of 4, and from there you'll stumble your way through a variety of objectives, beginning with capturing a point only to be promptly crushed to death as thanks.
Stay clear of the drop zone.
To mining ore that you'll use to fund your big old bug base. That's right, each mission culminates in an all-out assault on a base of your making, so be sure to coordinate tower defense efforts with your team. Personally, I found myself partial to the electric fence. So, all that to say, the intense combat in STE left me impressed, as did the varied objectives. And while the base building mechanics feel a tad clunky, I'm really happy they're here, as the game would feel a bit bland without them. As for world, I encountered what felt like one big map over and over again, and sometimes at night, but Off-World Industries have said that they'll add more map variety, not to mention new enemies and boss fights during early access. But before they spend a second on adding bugs, I beg of thee, please hire a handful of QA exterminators to cull the bugs we don't want in this otherwise enjoyable title. I mean, come on, I got black screens, I got stuck, I had server crashes at the very end of missions that resulted in 0 XP. My goodness, this game needs some polishing. That said, I was happy at how little lag I encountered on epic settings, considering all the visual chaos. Speaking of visuals, STE is a pretty game if you find the time to wipe aside all the bug guts from your screen and pause to enjoy the arid environments and starry skyboxes. It also sounds great and sports a fun soundtrack that's reminiscent of the beloved franchise.
Hold!
In the end, Starship Troopers Extermination is the exoskeleton, if you will, of a fun game that's currently more chrysalis than it is crystal. And because it's a tad content poor right now and frequently flirts with the bad kind of bug, I don't currently recommend it at its starting price of $25. However, with a little polish and a few patches, I can definitely see ST blossoming into a beautiful blood-soaked butterfly, which is perfect seeing as how flying enemies are in fact on the roadmap. I'm giving ST Extermination a subject to change aggregate megascore of 3.2 out of 5, and I'm happy to answer any questions you have about the game or my review. As always, this is Scope, and thanks for watching.